That's a pretty good picture too.
Yeah.
All right, it is 7 o'clock and I'm going to call this meeting of the Village of Fredonia Board of Trustees to order. Our first item is Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Clerk Johnson, could you please do the roll?
President Lenz.
Here.
Trustee Eipert. Here. Trustee Frank.
Here.
Trustee Abeglin.
Here.
Trustee Searing.
Here.
Trustee Van Roon.
Here. Thank you. The next item on the agenda is public comment. Please note that public comments are limited to 5 minutes per person. All right, well, we don't have any public comments, so we'll move on to the next item, the consent agenda. Approving the minutes of the November 6, 2025 wastewater treatment plant public hearing and Village Board of Trustees meeting, as well as approving the general fund water and sewer invoices. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. All those abstaining? Passes. Next item, public hearing, a public hearing to hear public comment on and reaction to the 2026 draft annual operating budget. Do we have any public comment about the operating budget for next year? It does not look like we have any public comment. Do we have a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion to close public hearing.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor of closing the public hearing, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, say nay. Any abstaining? Passes. It's closed. Report on operations of the village by the village president. Over the last month, we have had a ribbon cutting ceremony for the splash pad to thank our donors and test to make sure everything was working. We're looking forward to doing a nice grand opening for it in the spring when people can actually enjoy it. We've done business of the month last month for Inspire Nail Studio and this month for HCR Services. And most of the last month has been spent working on finalizing the budget, and I thank the staff and administration of the village for their hard work and diligence on putting together a very sound budget. And I guess that's about all I have. So next item, village administrator report.
Sure thing. Thank you. We've heard what I'll call little whispers from Hillcrest here and there. They are working on a new construction home on the north end of the village, for those who don't know. As part of occupancy to that, we did ask they finish the second layer of asphalt up there on North Milwaukee, which they successfully did. And as I've let you all know through our weekly updates, we're trying to get them to sit down with us to work on their subdividers agreement itself. That's the kind of loose agreement that we have that holds them to building so many homes, in the hopes that obviously we can make some progress on that. We sat down with our GIS contractor to review new system upgrades. Our GIS, for those who don't know, it's a full mapping system that includes various details of what's both underground and above ground throughout the entire village, and literally every department head uses it for various means. So the new upgrade includes like batch editing and improved utility features. And so we brainstormed as a team, what are other ways that we can use this to inventory and just increase the data that we have to rely on moving forward. Ozaki Economic Development met for our quarterly meeting. We heard updates on various things. One thing I want to let you guys know is that they are working on doing a county-wide housing study. And obviously we'll be looking for all municipalities to participate in. Right now, the goal is for the county to pony up a majority of monies, and then each municipality, depending on their size, would contribute a little bit of dollars too. And then it would be a study that everybody can use and rely on to attract housing into the area. So when I know more, I'll let you know more as well. As we discussed, the 2026 operating budget book was completed. I created a user-friendly budget and brief document. It's the first year that I've done that. But I thought it was a nice way for those that are interested to digest and review our budget without having to go through, 100 some pages that they don't want to. So that'll be available for the public to review. It'll be on our website, it's on Facebook, for anybody who would like to learn more about our budget. Speaking of the budget, Trustee Beglin joined me for a nice little budget open house on Monday night to get any questions and feedback. It was similar to tonight's public hearing, but that's okay. As we joked about it at that time, no feedback is a good thing too, right? If we were truly doing something wrong, if there was big errors, we would hope that our residents would come and let us know. So otherwise, if we don't hear a lot of rabble and feedback, then I think we're doing okay as well. Our auditors at CLA, they've begun their work. So typically how that process looks like is we do pre-audit work towards the end of the current fiscal year, and then they come back in spring for full audit work. So they were in our office for a full day, reviewing all that information, and then continue to ask for items from our wonderful treasurer. Just moving later on through my reports, another cool partnership is we've been working with Stantec. So Stantec, we had an initial call with a couple months ago, and they came out for a parks tour with us. Stantec, for those who don't know, is an engineering firm, but one of their wings specializes on parks projects and parks grants. And so, their eyes opened up right away on like DNR related water quality things and just various opportunities that I think we can lean on for grant opportunities. So they're going to be compiling a list for us based off of our parks tour, and we'll rank those kind of priorities of which ones we're more likely to get versus not. And then depending on those qualifications, then we can follow up with them on that too. So we're certainly excited about that. Our tax bills are pretty much ready to go. As soon as you guys approve the levy and everything tonight, we're going to insert all of our information into Ascent. We have a tax insert that goes with that tax bill that's been completed, and then everything gets sent off to the printers for delivery. Typically, our taxpayers get their bill around the first, second weekend of December, and then it'll pick up mid-December through January for tax collection in full speed. And then finally, as a reminder, November 30th is our tree lighting ceremony. We hope that you all can join. We have 12 trees that have all been rented out and ready to go for decorations. We're really excited about that. Divine Savior will be there to sing. We have the local Boy Scout troop that, in addition to selling wreaths, are also going to be doing hot chocolate for us. So it'll be a good old time had by all. I'll end it at that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The village marshal.
Good evening. In addition to the report, which you already have, we have begun a look at our department policies. Good practices in law enforcement is to review our department policies, and these are policies specific to us in law enforcement. They're above and beyond the policies contained in the city handbook. It's best practice to review those periodically, and then looking back through our policies, most of them were dated back to 2015 to 2016. So it's been really a decade since we looked at these. So myself and Sergeant Wolf are going through them, making sure they're current with current practices and best practices, and making sure they're updated. The other thing we'd like to do when we're finished, and we've been talking with Michelle about this, is when we're done with this, we want to get them up and posted and available to the public. That apparently is a statutory requirement that also came into being sometime in the last decade, which I fully intend to cooperate with, because I believe that is a good thing. We believe nowadays in transparency, and having those policies out and available is where we want to be. So we're working on that. It's not listed in the reports, but it turns out that even though the decision to switch from our former body camera system to a new one was somewhat forced upon us, it turned out it was a fortuitous decision, because our current system did not like the last window update and is no longer functional.
Oh, my.
The system is old enough now that it's beyond support. So we are currently without a working system, which doesn't make me happy. But we've already started getting the equipment for the new system, the Axon. And it is gonna be my priority to make sure that is up and running as soon as possible.
Do you have a timeline on that at all?
I don't, I have to wait till all the equipment is here, and then Dan and I have to go through the online coursework to familiarize ourselves with the new system and get it set up. I would really like to have that done. I would really like to have that done by December first, but I'm somewhat at the mercy of waiting for the shipments and authorizations and all that. I also have to confirm that we can start using the system, because our contract with Axon starts effective December 28th. I was actually a little surprised we were starting to get the equipment, frankly. Hopefully I can get it, hopefully I can use it ahead of time.
Can we revert our Windows back to Windows 10 in the meantime?
Possibly, the access to the support I might need to do that, though, just isn't there. That's not an IT guy. I can talk to the IT guy at the sheriff's department to see if he's got any ideas for me.
So Windows 10 is also still supporting security updates for another year.
Yeah.
So
I think it's more the updates on the watch guard end of it. That's the issue here, and we'll see. But yes, that is a good idea. I'll get a hold of the IT guy tomorrow and see if he's got any thoughts or ideas on it.
Well, thank you very much. Next item, Fire Chief Weicker.
You have the report, some special notes there. We had our fire prevention open house back in October. That was really well attended. We do have a resignation from one of our full-time firefighter paramedics. He'll be stepping back from full-time status and moving to part-time status as he accepted another job with another department. We do continue to search for two full-time firefighter paramedics. I have a interview set up on Monday night for one of the two candidates that we are tracking right now that we have residents for. Call volumes, for the month of October, we had 5 fire incidents, we had 6 rescue incidents in the village here, and overall 27 ambulance calls. 1 additional paramedic intercept in the month of October, which brings us to 16 for the year. Our ambulance call volumes are down by 52 compared to last time of this year, and the majority of those are actually because of the village. Fredonia, the village of Fredonia is down by 39 calls from next year this time, so it's a good thing. But it just explains about a little bit difference in the call volumes. And then what our fire incidents, which cover actual fire calls and car accidents, we are up by 13 compared to last year at this time. So.
Is that, what is the breakdown with that? Are there more fires, more accidents?
We've had a lot of fires this year. Yeah, not as many car accidents, a lot of them.
All right, thank you, Chief Weicker. Public Works Report, wastewater treatment plant.
You have my report. Leaves are in full swing, so my report is not as massive as the fire chief. Just because it's a 2-man operation. So, and that's usually all week, so we can get through, so we're not behind. And then I know it wasn't ideal for the splash pad to be open that first week in November, but we did find that the board that runs it is not functional. So one was ordered. So that's why when we hit the on button, everything came on, the board wasn't working.
I see.
So one's on order, hopefully we have it sometime before April.
I should add one's on order under warranty to swap out, not us spending money.
Okay.
I would assume as much.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's all you have. All right, thank you very much. Clerk Johnson.
The website migration is carrying on, and hopefully we'll be there at the end of the month. HydroCorp, that I've talked about a couple of times now, I think they've reached the terms of their contract after a last minute push, so that's really good. We had a meeting at the county with County Clerk Pretlow. She hosted a meeting with all of the municipal clerks in the county, and it was a good opportunity to meet with our counterparts. She's the top election official in the county, and she's interested in taking a more proactive role, which I think is great. So she's going to be attending our local poll worker training events and touring our polling places. I worked a lot with Jonathan and WEC this week to make sure that our ducks were in a row if you guys choose to order a special election tonight. And then another portion of my week was working on our list of nominees for our 2026 and 2027 election inspectors. I'm pleased that most everybody wants to come back, and we have some fresh new faces as well. And then all the usual stuff. John Durler and I are working on building permits, phone calls, building permits, welcome packets, et cetera, et cetera. And then I was in Australia for a couple weeks too, so I'm like you, I don't have as much to report this month.
Thank you. Next item is the village treasurer's report.
Again, you have my report as well. Worked a bit with the new auditors. There are some annual schedules that I will be working on updating in preparation for the year-end audit when that comes. We've been working with the business insurance, R&R League. They did a physical audit of all the properties and the equipment. So just going through with some extra questions they had with various things. And then they're also gearing up for the 1/1/26 renewal. So I've been working on providing the extra data that they've requested as of that renewal. And then, as Chris said, the tax bills will be going out, so I'll be working on the utility accounts that need to go onto the tax roll. There's, quite a few people that did make some payments to not go on the tax roll, so I'll just need to, get that all prepped up so we're ready for that processing once the cent is ready for us. Did a lot of other cleanup and helping Eric and his crew with just various like age of meters, for when, stuff they need to update. So been a lot of work with that. So.
All right, thank you very much. Next item, Ozaki County District 2 Supervisor. No report. All right. Moving on to item 7, items for action and or discussion. The first item here, motion to approve resolution 2025-018, a resolution adopting Village of Fredonia 2025 levy. This is part of the budget process, and so do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2025-018, a resolution adopting Village of Fredonia 2025 levy.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. Any abstaining? Passes. Next item, motion to approve the Village of Fredonia 2026 annual operating budget. And this is part of the budget process. Do we have a motion to approve?
To approve the Village of Fredonia 2026 annual operating budget.
Do we have a second? All right, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. Any abstaining? Passes. Next item, discussion and possible action on a resolution opposing new high voltage transmission lines along the preferred contingent routes and urging selection of the alternate route. You have the resolution in your packet. However, there was a slight alteration to it, changing the language in the very second to last paragraph. You should have that in front of you here on the table. The original directed the clerk to send copies of the resolution to a variety of different locations. This tightens it up and specifies exactly what groups and people the resolution should be sent to. Do we have any discussion on this resolution?
So this alternate route would not pass through the village or the town?
No, I believe the alternate route comes down southeast of us all.
It's east of Highway 50.
East of Highway 50.
Eastman is where the existing home is. That's what is called the alternate route on the ATC's proposal to, the Public Service Commission.
Thank you. Any other questions, comments? Do we have a motion to accept the changes to the resolution, just specifying where the copies will be sent to?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve the changes?
So there's actually two actions that we're looking for, if you guys choose to go down this path. One is to, amend the resolution as
Sorry.
we presented it to you, and then the second one, would be to approve the amended resolution.
So I should have, I apologize. Do we have a motion to approve the amendment to the resolution? All right, do we have a second?
Second.
All right. All those in favor of amending the resolution, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, say nay. Any abstaining? All right, the resolution is now amended. Do we have any final discussion on the resolution itself? Do we have a motion to approve the amended resolution?
Motion to approve.
We have a second?
Second.
Any last minute discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. Any abstaining? The motion passes.
Can we take a quick break of silence?
We're going to take a break for a moment so that we can process this and then we'll move on.
Outrageous. I'll email you a copy on Monday too.
But you have what you need that.
Yeah, we'll get another one signed at the end of the meeting. All right, appreciate you.
I just thought of that. That's the part on the street. Wait a minute. On Monday. It's really bad.
Mhm.
Yes. Nobody.
All right, moving forward. The next item on the agenda, motion to approve resolution 2025-017, ordering a special election. Due to the fact that we had a Met trustee step down from the board, Don Dorward, we have an open seat on the board, and it was decided that we should, in our previous meeting, we decided that it would be best to have a special election. Is there any further discussion on that topic, or do I have a motion to approve the ordering of a special election?
Make a motion to approve resolution 2025-017, ordering a special.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any-
I heard DJ, I'm sorry, Natalie.
All those in favor, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, say nay. Any abstaining? All right. The next item, motion to approve ordinance 2025-04 pertaining to home occupations. And this is something we've been discussing for quite a bit of time now. Do we need to have any rehash of it, or do we have any discussion, debate, questions? Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, all those in favor, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, say nay. Any abstaining? The motion passes. Next item, discussion and possible action on 2026 road maintenance contract with Struck and Irwin Paving not to exceed 29,721. My apologies. I'm not wearing my glasses.
Hey, we
But
move our
anyway,
2026 budget real fast.
Director Paulus.
So this is a continuation of what the previous director started with a slurry seal of the roads. last year, well, this year was Pine Street over by PJ, so it's basically like adding. I think it's like an inch and a half layer of like a seal on there to prolong the road, so. If the average road in Wisconsin's, 30 years, this is say that it should give it another 10 on there, so if we hit it. Within the 10 years of being built, that we can keep prolonging it.
Hmm.
So this would be just to continue, you see the streets on there, so if anyone doesn't know. The frontage road off of Regal, which is actually, it's Fredonia frontage road. It'd be that one there, Hill Street, Meyer, and the rest of Pine. So,
Questions, comments? Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve 2026 road maintenance contract with Shrewsbury and Urban Paving, not to exceed $29,721.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. Any abstaining? Passes. Next item, motion to approve Katie Aqua Store Incorporated Services Agreement for 2026 glass sludge storage maintenance not to exceed $110,000. Director Paulus.
so the second storage tank for liquid sludge. That was the first one in '89, it was deemed that, the village didn't have enough capacity for growth, so a second one was built. This one is basically the aqua store is like the harvesters that you see on farms, the blue, so this one's, they painted brown. So it's hit its time to rehab it. It's exceeded it, so when Roger had this started before me. I carried it through, we cleaned it, we went through, we had the inspection's in your packet. If you read some of the things, it's kind of interesting. If you don't walk on the ladder, don't use certain things, so I'd like to get that fixed and updated, so I would have the capacity again to use it as storage.
Do we know why it wasn't done earlier? Maintenance?
Yep. No idea. So if this doesn't, get approved. Right now, in order for me to make it through, I usually have to haul 2 or 3 times a year to MTL. This could get me through just the once.
This is part of the 2026 CIP
Okay.
budget that was approved. They would like to have a 25% down payment now to lock in the current value and to be able to start ordering the necessary materials to be able to get it done in spring.
So this is the 2026 budget, but we're trying to get in under the 2025 prices.
Correct.
Is there a cost benefit to hauling once per year versus like one time with more sludge versus?
There's
3 times?
there's no cost savings, because they charge by the gallon. It's when I have, because we're land applying it, so if we have a wet spring. I don't know where to go with it, besides haul it to another facility and then I'm paying again. And then the same thing in fall. It was dry this fall, crops came off, I could haul early. Last year, we were hauling this time. This year, I think I hauled beginning of October. So it gives me the necessary space, and also too, the reason why I'm pushing this now is I'm going through, our permits due up next year. And if we don't do this, I have to readjust the permit to say I don't have enough storage. So it all trickles together, so I just need to know the direction I'm going. So, because we do about 700,000 gallons we're hauling out, and I think each tank, I think one's 370 and one's 390. So that's why it was to cover a full year's worth of storage.
And what's the reason we've gone 36 years without maintaining this? Previous boards.
Yes.
So,
And how long it'll be good for another 20 years then?
yeah.
Okay.
So he said it was more important to get the first one done to make sure that, you know, with it being brand new, being built, suddenly anything, weather. But, you know, he said you're getting to the point of looking at a new one if you don't do something here. So,
And we'd rather just do the maintenance on this one instead of the cost of a new one would be.
didn't even look because I don't wanna go down that route.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cause all the piping, everything's there, everything's connected, hooked up, everything works, it's just. And it's all cleaned out, so it's ready for them to come in.
And when would they be able to come in?
They couldn't do it till spring because they have to cure the glass again. So it has to be above, I think, like 45 degrees or constant or. For it to set.
I'll make a motion to approve Katie Aqua Store Incorporated Services Agreement for 2026 glass sludge storage maintenance not to exceed $110,000.
Do we have a second?
I will second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, say nay. Any abstaining? Motion passes. Next item on the agenda, motion to approve 2026 purchase of a John Deere 544P high lift loader not to exceed $253,900. Director Paulus.
So this would be replacing our current 1997 case. The reason why I'm bringing it to you today is with the tariffs and the price increase for 26. And this would have been along with one of the other ones too, is they had an order coming in. So if it gets approved, I could claim that one without the price increase. Otherwise, if we wait till after the first year, they're talking April, I think April, he said 3 or 4 months to get the next one for this style.
And do you have any idea how much more it would cost at that time?
He didn't know about the tariffs, but he was saying between 3 and 6% increase. And then that would be trading in our loader to the company. So we wouldn't put that on auction.
So is it just the one we have now is closed out of commission, or it looks like it's just, you just want an upgrade for just like comfort and stuff, or what's?
It's still working, but I think I dumped 14,000 into it in the last 2 months. So it's on its way out.
Nickel and diming us?
I think the hydraulic cooler went out and that was almost $9,000.
And that's our primary unit for snow plowing. So if that goes down, then we're not plowing snow.
We have 2 trucks, but this is the one that pushes the big amount of stuff.
Any further discussion? Other questions?
When would we be getting it then?
He's hoping the first or second week in January, because it would come equipped with all the plow stuff on
And if we don't do it now, we're going to be.
it. It would be towards the end of the plowing season then. I'm holding off on putting the plowing equipment on this one, so.
So you don't think with the repairs that you just did, it wouldn't last a year or two at least?
It would, but I haven't seen any prices go down, and. I don't wanna say I beat up the 2 contractors here, salesmen, to lock in this price. I originally had 300,000 to start with. So we've been working on them to get the best price I could.
And just a reminder that this isn't, a new item for you all. It was part of the CIP that you all approved before. And it's part of the bonding package, which we'll do in spring, once we get the engineering plans for Washington.
Yeah, there's no money for this now, it's just saying that, yeah, we'll put our name on it. Just so I don't have to see what comes next year.
And then trade-in is the best deal.
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, then, I think one was just shy of 22,000, the other was 26. I don't know if I'd be able to get that on auction, because it's a unique piece of equipment on there, so it's not like a pickup or a lawnmower.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve 2026 purchase of a John Deere 544P high lift loader not to exceed $253,900.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, say nay. Any abstaining? That item passes. Next item on the agenda, correspondence.
There was no correspondence.
There was no correspondence. Next item, items for future consideration. I think the only thing we have to talk about here is I'll just mention that we're considering canceling the December 18th meeting of the Board of Trustees in observance of Christmas. Beyond that, I don't think we have anything else. Is there anything anybody else would like to add, items for future consideration?
Administrator Jenkins, did you hear back from the lawyer on what we were working on?
Yeah, actually, or did Eric leave now? Eric was gonna give you an update
Oh.
if you were gonna ask it for the marshal. But those two are chatting, to make sure that all of the state statute stuff that we're referencing, matches into that. So just know that it's, it's getting worked on, and whenever they have it all fleshed out, we plan on bringing it forward. So. Okay. We didn't forget about you. Just want to make sure it's right,
Anything else? Do I have a motion to adjourn? Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor of adjourning, say aye. Aye. All those opposed? Meeting is adjourned.
It's quick.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure. So, and that's what, now that